It happened to a mom in the snack aisle. She swapped every treat for organic ones, certain she'd fixed her family's diet. A month later, the labels told a different story. Nearly the same sugar, fat, and salt as before. In this video, we'll show you the 7 snacks that make the same mistake, so you don't have to. Number 1. Organic fruit gummies. You think fruit snacks are safe because they say organic on the bag, but that word doesn't change what's inside. Just the story on the front. A handful of these gummies can pack around 15 grams of sugar. That's almost a third of a day's worth, gone in a few chewy bites. Parents often pick them thinking they're doing better for their kids. No artificial dyes, no corn syrup, and a name that sounds like it came from a farm stand. But take out the bright colors and you still have the same problem. The sweet glue that holds them together. Those sticky cubes are made with organic cane sugar or tapioca syrup. The label may look upgraded, but the recipe hits your bloodstream the same way as any candy. Here's the truth. Sugar that's certified organic doesn't treat your body any differently. Glucose and fructose move fast, raising blood sugar, then dropping it hard. That roller coaster is what causes the mid-morning crash and the cranky mood that follows. It also feeds the bacteria that wear down tooth enamel. These snacks gain a nutrition halo by using fruit juice concentrate. It sounds wholesome, like you're getting fruit, but the process removes fiber and leaves mostly fructose. It's the same metabolic chaos as spooning syrup onto candy. A small pouch, something meant to look school safe, can rival the sugar of a handful of gummy bears or a mini pack of chocolate drops. For a lot of shoppers, the word organic feels like protection. Fewer chemicals, fewer worries. But when the base of the product is still added sugar, that seal only guarantees how the sugar was grown, not how it acts once you eat it. And here's the kicker. Less pesticide residue doesn't cancel out insulin spikes. If you want the real safeguard, skip the front label's promises and check one line instead. Total sugars. That number tells you more about the snack's effect on your body than any green and white seal ever will. Number 2. Natural granola bars. You grab a natural or organic granola bar because you need steady energy, not a sugar crash. The box promises oats, nuts, and balanced fuel. Basically a breakfast you can eat with one hand. But an hour later, you're dragging again. That crash doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from the syrups that hold the bar together. Those labels saying organic cane, brown rice, or honey sound simple, but they act just like table sugar once they hit your bloodstream. They deliver a quick spike of energy that burns out fast. Many bars rely on that sweet glue because it binds the dry oats and makes the texture chewy. Add in coconut oil or palm oil to keep everything crisp. And you've quietly built a dessert bar that calls itself breakfast. Even when they shout whole grain, the truth hides behind the coating. Drizzled chocolate, yogurt topping, and sweet nut butters load in extra fat. The calorie count climbs, and the fiber, the part that slows digestion and steadies blood sugar, barely registers. Some have so little roughage that they digest the same way as a cookie. Here's where labeling gets tricky. A bar that says made with organic ingredients only needs about 70% organic content. A bar that's truly organic must hit 95% and can carry the USDA seal. To you, both look clean, both cost more, and both seem safe. But that small wording gap is the difference between a mostly organic treat and a fully certified one. The trap is how familiar it feels. You think you're fueling smart, but you're just eating an expensive sweet. The sugar count sits higher than your body can use for sustained focus. And once insulin levels fall, fatigue hits all over again. Here's the kicker. Most of these bars trade nutrient density for crunch and flavor. Want one that lasts longer? Flip to the fiber section. Under 3 grams means it won't keep you going, no matter how natural the packaging looks. Number 3. Organic veggie chips. You see organic veggie chips and think you've found the upgrade. Real vegetables, less guilt, and still a satisfying crunch. Parents reach for them thinking they're packing something closer to a salad than a snack. But the health swap doesn't go the way you expect. Most veggie chips trade one risk for another. Instead of pesticide spray, you're getting oil and salt overload. The word veggie is doing most of the heavy lifting on the bag. Many of these chips grow from potato flakes, starch, and rice flour, mixed with powdered spinach, beet, or tomato. The color comes from those powders, not the actual vegetable slices you picture. By the time they're processed, the nutrients are thinned out and the fiber you'd get from fresh vegetables is gone. The final crunch looks green but acts like a flavored starch wafer. Frying and baking both keep these chips tasting crisp, but they also lock in oil. A single serving of an organic version can hold more fat than many regular potato chips. In one example, total fat runs about 21 grams per serving, double what a basic chip carries. Sodium climbs too, often around 350 milligrams in the same handful. That's roughly 15% of a full day's limit before you've finished one bag. The processing wipes away nearly every natural edge. There's no real vegetable fiber left to slow digestion or keep you full. And when the crunch hits that perfect salty note, it cues the same reward loop as any junk food. The organic promise softens that reality, so you eat twice as much without the same guilt. That's the nutrition halo working against you. Here's the kicker: organic oil, organic sea salt, and clean packaging don't erase what the numbers show. Excess sodium, excess fat, no fiber. If you want to know whether a veggie chip actually fits into a healthy plan, skip the bright garden graphics and go straight to the nutrition box. Check two things: fiber and sodium. And let those decide if it's a snack or just another chip. Number 4. Organic trail mix with added sweeteners. You pack organic trail mix thinking it's the perfect fuel, clean, natural, ready for anything. Nuts for protein, dried fruit for energy, a few bites that keep you steady on a hike. But that energy disappears faster than you expect because most organic mixes hide sugar landmines inside those cheerful, resealable bags. Flip the pouch over and check what follows. Ingredients. Sweetened cranberries, yogurt-covered raisins, and chocolate chunks show up again and again. Each of those adds more sugar and fat than you ever planned to carry. A single serving can hit 11 grams of sugar, with most of it listed as added. Whether that sugar comes from cane syrup or fruit juice concentrate, it plays the same trick on your blood. A quick spike, then a steep drop that leaves you slower than when you started. Even though dried fruit already concentrates natural sugar, companies take it further by soaking it in syrup to boost flavor and shelf life. That extra sweetness gives a short burst of energy. Then the crash kicks in. The result is the opposite of what you want on a long trail or workday. Nuts and seeds should give slow, steady energy. But when they're drowned under coatings or sugary chips, the calorie count climbs and the benefit disappears. Look closer at those warm-sounding claims. Energy blend, mountain fuel, natural vitality. They're marketing shorthand for dessert ingredients hiding in a trail mix bag. The organic logo seals that illusion, making the product look clean while it behaves like a pocket-sized candy mix. It's like packing candy-coated nuts for a hike and expecting marathon endurance. Here's the truth: organic doesn't mean balanced. These mixes can derail blood sugar and weight goals if you treat them like health food. For real staying power, choose raw or unsweetened blends with visible nuts, seeds, and fruit. No coatings, no candy pieces, just steady energy your body can actually use. Number 5. Organic rice cakes with flavor coatings. Plain rice cakes used to scream diet food. Light, dry, barely a snack. Add organic chocolate drizzle or salted caramel and suddenly it's healthy indulgence. The same wafer that once sat on every low-calorie plan now sells as a guilt-free treat. That change hides more than it shows. The organic coating turns a plain base into a sugar-fat blend that undercuts the rice cake's clean image. The airy crunch tricks you from the start. Because the cakes feel weightless, you can stack 2 or 3 before your brain notices. Each coated piece runs close to 90 calories, and those grams pile up fast when you don't feel full. You think you're choosing light, but the math says otherwise. The coatings, caramel, cocoa, or yogurt, bring saturated fats, added sugars, and a touch of salt. Together, they erase the low-calorie promise that made rice cakes famous in the first place. Even when the label uses words like organic brown rice syrup, that sweetener still pushes your blood sugar the same way as corn syrup. It just costs more and sounds safer. The syrup binds the topping, boosts gloss, and gives the cake that candy-like bite. The result is a snack that behaves more like a cookie than a wholesome grain. And those tiny nutritional numbers prove it. Barely 1 gram of protein or fiber. Nowhere near enough to slow sugar absorption or keep you satisfied. Here's the real catch. The organic tag usually applies to the grain, not the coating. The drizzle, the glaze, the caramel dust, they're often the least nutrient-dense parts of the product. That creates a nutrition halo where the clean label overshadows the empty calories underneath. Bottom line, these flavored rice cakes stack calories faster than you notice and deliver almost nothing in return. If you want real control, skip the coating. Go plain or whole grain, then add your own toppings, something with fiber or protein, to keep the snack as light as it looks. Number 6. Organic chocolate-covered snacks. You see organic chocolate and think antioxidant boost, a sweet treat that somehow does your body a favor. That's the marketing hook, and it's powerful. The packaging highlights organic cacao and fair trade cocoa, words that sound virtuous. You focus on purity and intention instead of what really drives the numbers: sugar and fat. The coating that wraps those nuts or berries might be organic, but its job is still to deliver sweetness and shine, not nutrition. Here's the catch. Organic chocolate avoids synthetic additives and artificial flavors, but it doesn't escape biology. A few ounces often pack 15 grams of fat, half of which is saturated, and more than a dozen grams of sugar. That's almost the same as regular candy bars sitting on the shelf nearby. It's polished as better for you, yet your body still has to break down all that fat and sugar in the same way. The difference lives on paper, not in your bloodstream. Consumers see organic cacao and think antioxidants mean balance. But antioxidants don't cancel calories, and they definitely don't blunt sugar spikes. The reality is those benefits exist only in small, concentrated doses. Plain dark chocolate, not the kind bathing nuts in a candy shell. Once melted cocoa butter and cane sugar join the mix, the antioxidant argument collapses under the calorie load. Here's another layer. Those glossy coatings can double or even triple the total calories of plain nuts or dried fruit. The snack moves from nutrient-dense to dessert territory with one dip in a chocolate pan. And you pay more for it. The organic label inflates the price while the nutritional numbers barely change. It's not a health upgrade, it's dessert in disguise. Bottom line, organic chocolate doesn't cancel dessert math. It packages indulgence and better branding. If you want to enjoy it, treat it like any candy. A small piece now and then, not a daily healthy snack. Number 7. Organic protein or energy bars. You grab an organic protein bar expecting a balanced meal, a quick fix that keeps your energy steady. The wrapper flashes words like clean fuel, plant power, and organic strength. It looks like gym food made wholesome. But when fitness branding meets that green seal, what you really get is health food theater. The script says nutrition. The ingredients often read like dessert. Many of these bars build their base with organic cane syrup, palm oil, and processed proteins. On paper, it sounds raw and natural. In practice, it behaves just like candy. The sugars hit fast, sending your blood glucose soaring before dropping hard. The saturated fat from palm oil adds richness, but it also adds hidden calories and makes the bar feel more like a confection than a meal. That's the illusion of clean strength. A marketing fix, not a metabolic one. Even when protein counts run high, the full story hides in smaller numbers. Fiber often sits low, leaving digestion fast and hunger close behind. Calories creep past 200 per bar, even when the portion looks modest. One example sits around 14 grams of protein and 10 grams of fat, 3 of those saturated. That's a lunch-sized calorie load compressed into a snack. You're paying for protein powder wrapped in sugar and oil. The organic tag doesn't improve amino acid quality or change how your body uses protein. It simply marks how the ingredients were grown, not how well they fuel recovery. A whey or soy isolate, organic or not, breaks down the same way after a workout. The confusion comes from trusting the label as a performance badge instead of a sourcing statement. Here's the truth. Beneath that fitness gloss, some organic bars act like candy with protein dusted on top. If the protein number doesn't outweigh the sugar count, it's not a balanced bar. For steadier energy, skip the health food theater. Grab real food. Handful of nuts, fruit, or yogurt, and let the labels rest on the shelf. You've seen it through every snack we covered. The organic label tells you how something was grown, not how it treats your body. It doesn't fix sugar spikes, sodium loads, or excess fat. That green seal only means fewer synthetic chemicals at farming time. Here's the truth. True safety comes from balance. Fiber that fills you, lower sugar that steadies energy, and labels that tell the whole story. You don't need marketing to eat smart. Read the back, not the front. Check the numbers that matter, not the claims that sell. Your health and your wallet will thank you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That means a lot to us.